Good morning, students. In our this session of chapter first number system, we are going to study about our last exercise, exercise 1.6, and this exercise is based on the laws of exponents for real numbers. In your previous class, you have studied about exponents and powers. You have studied about the some laws of exponents there. First of all, let us recall from our last year. The first thing is, what is the difference between exponent and power? That is the main thing. Some of the students are not aware about this, that exponent and power has a different meaning, but basically we use the two definitions for the same thing. So exponent represent the number of times the base is multiplied. So what is the base? For example, you have written 3 square. So here 3 is the base value and 2 is the exponent value, because 3 is multiplied 2 times. That's why we said that exponent represent the number of times the base is multiplied, and power consists of two parts. The word power consists of two parts. One is the base part and the exponent part. So what is the difference? If you have written 3 raised to power 5, here 5 is known as exponent, 3 is known as base, but this complete value is known as power. Clear? One example I have given here. Here 10 raised to power 9, 10 is known as base value, 9 is known as exponent value, and this complete 10 raised to power 9 is known as the power of 10. So if you have written 5 raised to power 6, we will call it as 5 raised to power 6, but the exponent here is 6 and the base here is 5. In the last class we have studied about the laws of exponents. You have to learn the laws of exponents, because in each class now you have to use the laws. So here the laws, the first thing that we have here is, let a and b be the base and m and n as the exponent. A and b's are base and m and n are our exponents. So the first law of exponent is a raised to power m multiply a raised to power n. Here the base is same, a raised to power m multiply a raised to power n. Here the base is a, exponent is m. Here also the base is a, exponent is n. So the base is same. So whenever the base is same, we will add the exponent. So we will write it as a raised to power m plus n. Whenever the base is same and the powers are multiplied, because a raised to power m is a power and this is also a power. So whenever base is same and we will multiply the power, we will add the exponent value. We will write it as a raised to power m plus n. The second law is a raised to power m bracket raised to power n. That means first of all we have a raised to power m, then complete has a value of power n. So what will you do? You will multiply these both powers. You will write it as a raised to power m multiply n. So here it is a raised to power m multiply n. Third one, a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n. Whenever multiplication is there, we will add the powers, but whenever division is there, you will subtract the powers or exponent, whatever you say. So whenever multiplication is there, you have to add the powers. Whenever division is there, you have to subtract the powers. Clear? Next is, whenever base is difference, power is same, exponent is same. Whenever base is different but exponent is same, here the exponent is same but the base is different. So what you have to do? First of all, you will multiply the base together and then you will take the power as m. So you will write it as ab raised to power m. We will multiply the base first, then we will take the power. A raised to power 0, any number have a power 0, the value is 1, and any number has the power 1 equal to that number. and whenever we have written a raised to power 1 divided by a raised to power n, whenever the power is in the denominator, so we will change the exponent sign. Plus become minus and minus become plus. If here it is written that 1 upon a raised to power minus n, so you can write it as a raised to power n. You will change the sign. Whenever you will take it to the numerator, you will change the sign. And whenever the power is given in positive value, we will change it to negative whenever we take the power value to the numerator. That is all about the laws of exponent that we have to use to solve the exercise 1.6. This is the complete introduction of exercise 1.6. In the next session we will start our exercise 1.6. Thank you.